All right, guys, so today I want to show you the new LG Electronics Home 8 energy storage system. So if you want to see the installation of it, stick around. All right, so before I get into all of this, I know many of you are thinking, what happened to LG Chem? What's going on? Why should I trust this thing? And the answer I've gotten from them is, this is a completely different division of LG. This is LG Electronics, and the other one was, I think it was LG Energy Storage or something different. But essentially, it's a completely different division of LG. They've really tried hard to make that very clear, because as we all know, that it was not a great situation there with LG Chem. All right, so let's go over the specs of this thing. It can run on or off grid. Obviously, they call it backup mode instead of off grid. I don't know that it's really rated for running completely off grid, but it can do it. So on grid, it's 12240. It's 7.5 kVA discharging, 5.4 kVA charging. Off grid, it can do up to 9 kVA for 10 seconds discharging. And then it's rated at 7.5 with a charging rate of 5.4. The battery itself is 15.8 kilowatt hours of storage with 14.4 usable. And it is a high voltage battery, so its nominal DC voltage is 406. And you'll see in the video, there's a bunch of different packs inside here wired in series. So it's nice that there's not a lot of heavy DC cabling in there. And then the battery itself weighs 359 pounds. The Smart Energy Box, which is the transfer switch I'll show you in a minute, that only weighs 60 pounds and or 55 pounds and can be put on the wall pretty easily. The battery modules do come out of here, making it a lot lighter and a lot easier to handle. And so yeah, so here it is. So why would we use this over a different battery? That's actually a great question, because that's why I'm testing this in my basement right now. We do a lot of Tesla Powerwall installs. They've been great, you know, they're pretty much flawless, honestly. But we do get people that don't want Tesla Powerwalls for whatever reason. I won't go into that, but you can draw your own conclusions there. And so we've worked with a bunch of different battery systems, you know, Sonnen being one of them. You probably know my opinion of that. Enphase has been another one where they're not quite ready for the market yet, in my opinion. And so we've kind of been looking for other solutions. You know, we do get a lot of customers asking for something else. So before we put this in a customer's house, I am putting it in my house to see what I can do to it, if I can break it, if it'll just keep working. And so I'll do a bunch of videos coming up on that, you know, load testing it, going through all the functions. But yeah, so that's it. I mean, it's pretty much designed as a Tesla Powerwall killer. That's, you know, they won't flat out say it to me, but, you know, I know what I'm looking at, and you know, that's my opinion here, but that's what it is. So let's get into the install. I had a good crew here doing it that day. I had a rep from LG here, along with a distributor, and it was a good time, but a great install, honestly. It went really well.
Okay, especially seeing the strap.
Careful, that's heavy.
We're going to lean it up against the battery system.
That's fine, yeah.
Sounds good. Yep, that'll give us good access to the door here on the right side. So we're going to stand it up. You want this side exposed out? Yeah, you said you want to stand it up against the...
Right, so this front cover has to come off to be able to get into the modules, right?
It's hinged on your left hand. It doesn't come off. Okay, so these 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 machine screws come out.
So I think the best thing is going to
be turn it that way.
Turn it this way. There, and I'm good.
I would say leave the plastic on the cover. Yep. Yeah, that won't be in our way. Those are 5/16. I mean, it is also Phillips, but 5/16 is ideal.
Yep, you got it.
If you have that driver.
So these are the ones that are coming off to open the door?
Yeah, 5 of those. And one other point, guys, right here. See this pin right here? Okay, this pin. There's a slot in the door, and it kind of closes itself, and the machine screws are just, you know, to keep the casual observer out.
Keep the kids out.
Yeah. There you go. Nice.
Ooh, look at that.
Okay, look at that, guys. So
Fancy.
what you have on the left is the yellow cable is communication. The right cable is DC. Notice the DC breaker here is off.
Yep. So they all just plug right in.
And then all of our wiring is here. So, you know, we're cold, so everything's a little cold. Be careful with the plastic. Unclip your communication harness. Unclip the DC harness. You're probably no stranger to handling cold plastic in the cold, right, Ben?
Yeah, no.
But it's still important just to be gentle. Parts guy.
Parts guy.
Parts guy. Awesome.
Parts guy.
Awesome. So you can see there's
Look at
the
this.
top 3 battery modules, guys, have
plug right
4
in.
nuts. The bottom battery module
Cool.
has 2. You can see them straight back. The other thing,
Cool guy.
the other
Let me
thing
get
we've
some
done,
tools.
guys, it may or may not be important. I don't have an answer on this yet, but what we've done in the past, as we've disassembled, is we actually numbered them and we put them back in the same order.
Okay.
I don't
Does
think-
it matter?
I don't think it's important, but we did it.
Okay.
Because, for example, the reason we built this in a modular fashion is to help you with the weight and the installation, but also with troubleshooting, diagnosis, replacements if needed. Instead of a whole battery pack,
Yep,
it's
just a
battery
module.
module.
Yep.
So I don't think there's any need to keep them in order. I'm just sharing with you it's one thing we did.
Well, we might as well.
You want each one of these is 57 pounds.
57? Yeah. It's not bad.
57 pounds?
To the T.
My leg. Oh, it's not bad.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't see much back then.
That is really cool that you can pull these out, though.
And nice that they ship it inside the shell instead of having a whole other box. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yep. Yeah. With Enphase, you have like
I know.
1,000 pounds of cardboard and like 20 pounds of battery.
The size of that truck.
Yep.
Okay. Am I doing the last one?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's a nice necklace you got there.
Huh?
Nice necklace.
Just one each side.
Okay.
Oh, on the bottom.
On the
Okay.
bottom.
Yep.
That makes sense.
We're just saying how nice it is that these come inside the cabinet instead of like Enphase, where everything comes in its own box.
Yep.
Everything.
You all right?
Oh, yeah. Okay. That is not bad
Whoop.
at all.
This likes to tip forward.
Hang a left. You'll see where we are back in.
It's good to know this likes to tip forward when the when the batteries are out.
Now it's
Yep.
top heavy. So if you
Yep.
want, you got the cabinet.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Oops.
So you guys know too, this likes to tip forward because the inverter is up top there. Once all the batteries are out.
batteries are out.
Yeah. Yeah. So the door will hold it though. So just don't take the door off and you'll be all set.
Right, put the heavy side facing down like there, downstairs too. It's a little weird.
You could do that. Yeah.
Parts guy's not here.
Oh, press guy.
Yeah, for sure. The door doesn't come. Well, does it come off?
It probably does,
You know
but
what
it's also hooked up with comm wires and stuff. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yep.
fool with
No,
that at all.
no.
So what we'll do is
Not worth
see the pin here
Yep.
and see the slot on the door.
Yep.
That
Make sure that
gives
goes
it
right
a
in.
positive closure
Yep. Okay.
without the machine
Yep.
screws.
Okay.
Now, if we were going to carry it, if we are going to carry it, it might not be a horrible idea to put 2 machine screws in.
Yep. Yeah, that
Just-
door's gonna
just to
open
keep the
otherwise.
door from-
Yep, like that.
Right. If we're going to strap it and manage it with a cart, that's up to you guys.
I don't know. I'll leave that up to you
Parts
guys.
guy?
Screws in. Where's our
You want
parts
these,
guy?
Greg? Yep. 14 of them. There you go. So it's up to you.
You gotta like lift
Yeah,
up a little bit.
You gotta start here and get it on the pin. There you
There it
go.
is.
Now you can get it lined up.
Okay.
I would say, yeah, at least one. But it's probably ideal if we're going to carry
Yeah,
it.
you don't
it's
want
probably
that to
ideal
open.
put one top and bottom.
Lose them.
Yep.
Hang on a second, guys. Are you going to carry it or are you going to cart it?
We're
I don't
gonna
know.
card it.
Card it?
Okay.
Okay.
Then just one will be fine.
All right.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Okay. 75 pounds.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't think the cart was going to make it, but it actually did.
Alright.
Yeah. There you go. Watch your head there, bub.
Good
Oh
work,
yeah, my
fellas.
head.
Your head.
Ready?
You need that.
Where are my brakes?
What? You don't have any.
The brakes for my cart.
Yeah.
Get away from the wall. Yeah, right over there so we can bracket.
Sweet.
Nice job, guys.
You made it.
And the tip brackets, we'll figure all that out on the wall.
Yep.
There's actually a template in the SE box. So the common error that I've seen it's 130 pounds, so you do have to manage it. But what I've seen is the top gets close to the wall and the bottom doesn't get close enough. So these bolts back here, hex heads, tear up the drywall.
Okay.
So when you lift it, keep it as vertical as possible against the wall and then down on the brackets. But because it's top heavy, this tends to lean and that'll tear up your drywall.
Yeah.
Okay? So the bottom's gonna have to go in a bit, guys.
Easy.
There it goes. There it goes.
Perfect.
Coming down.
Yep.
And we're in.
Excellent job, guys. That was beautiful.
Okay.
Excellent job.
Okay.
And then screw the feet down.
Right.
So that's the next step is to get the leveling feet out before you put the batteries in.
Yep. Yep.
100%. Yeah, because
Yeah,
right
you want
now
it sitting on the floor.
It is actually hanging on the wall brackets. So we want feet down, solid, and then level on top. I've seen guys use channel locks, whatever works. I'm gonna have to find out what size it is so I can actually tell you.
Yep. Yeah, the left side's a little bit higher than the right side. Good.
That only has 3 nuts, right?
What?
Nope.
Totally kidding.
Yep. Don't break it.
Which one? This one?
Calm on the left, yellow on the left. Yep.
Right, hits the top.
That is pretty nice. Might be good to keep an extra one of those on the truck.
No. Why do the Solar Edge ones always have black stuff on that?
There's the transformers over there. Well, looks good. I don't know what I'm looking at half the time, but
Oh, you just
inductors,
ruined it, man.
capacitors.
You just ruined it.
Why?
When you said it looks good, and then
Yeah.
you go, I don't really know what I'm looking at.
No,
I'm kidding. I'm
Cross
just
that
teasing
one
you,
out.
buddy. Friendly reminder, guys, we don't need those rubber grommets.
yep.
Yeah, for mounting.
You may want to go up a little bit higher, just so we can get in the bottom pretty easily.
Yeah, you've got another inch up top. That's
Yeah.
it right there. Unless, that's it.
All right, so at this point, we're mounting the Smart Energy box. You can see all the lugs inside of it. It's also got a load center on the left side. That's where you can land up to 4 batteries and solar. And then it has all the communication and everything up on the left side there as well, along with a port for the CTs in the middle. You can see all the lugs on the bottom. On the bottom right there is a non-backed up load. Lugs in the middle are grounds and neutrals. Bottom left is the backed up loads. This box is where the main service comes into. It's where the batteries come into. It's where the solar can come into. You can also land the solar wherever it's already landed and just put a current transformer around it as long as it's on the backed up load side of things. So it basically controls everything. It's also got a screen in the middle there at the top where you can do the commissioning from, which we'll show you a little bit later. So in this one, Eric is just getting the service rerouted. We did have to extend it a little bit. I only have a 100 amp service at my house, so pretty easy to reroute it. And here we're just getting all the rest of the wires landed. The batteries are going in here. The solar is staying in the main panel where it was. And then we ran a CT wire over to that. and just getting everything tied in, wrapped up. It gets pretty full in here when you're done with it, but there is a good amount of working room, honestly, compared to some other battery systems I've worked with. And this is just a look inside of the battery with all the wires landed. We have L1, neutral, L2, comm wire just below it, and ground there, and that's pretty much it. All right, so we're going to turn this on first, right? This red breaker?
Yes.
Nothing exploded.
Must have done something,
Excellent.
Okay.
Dad, you killed the internet.
Okay, so that's hilarious. All right, so main circuit breaker is on. Notice the screen is on. Good to go. Circuit breaker for the the all-in-one to the on position. PV on, if equipped.
Yep. We can turn it on, but
Right,
I
understand.
It's just going to be pulling power at this point.
And then finally, this is the really, really important part. Press the power button on the all-in-one and press and hold the black start button, generally about, if not more than 6 seconds.
Okay, so push the power button and release.
Push, yeah, that's a press and stay. Yeah, it's on,
press and
it's
release.
A toggle, if
yep,
you will.
and then hit the black
press
start.
and hold black start until you hear a click, and it's like click, click, click. You'll hear it, okay?
All right, let's try it. Oh, it says something on it.
Yep,
that's good.
And that looks perfectly normal.
Okay, so power.
Press and release. Okay,
Yep, so
see how it stays in?
It stays on, and now
Press and hold and listen. Don't let go. Click, click. Good to go. That woke it up from its deep sleep.
All right, and there we go. 21%.
And we've got 21%
internet,
state of
and
charge.
it's got grid.
So what you also see here is a green icon. The grid is live.
Yep.
The PV doesn't show up because there's no PV generation.
Okay, but it will show up on there if it's charging.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
And the red is very simply no internet communication.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So you heard it. Press and hold black start. Click, click. Good. All right. That's
awesome.
all it takes to wake it up.
So I decided to leave this part of the video out, but basically this is us doing the commissioning on the screen here in the Smart Energy box. It's basically just us going over how to commission the unit, what settings to put in, and you know, it's all in the manual. I can definitely do a separate video on this, but decided to leave it out, basically because you can't see the screen, and I felt that it was kind of boring. Dip switches.
Yeah, the dip switches are really tiny.
Right back in there.
So up to 4 all-in-one units. Okay. So they're labeled 1, 2, 3, 4. So obviously we have one unit here. We want number 1 turned on, 2, 3, and 4 turned off. Okay. Theoretically, could you skip the commissioning test? Of course. But why would you? Why not verify that the system is working the way it's supposed to in charge, discharge, and especially in backup mode?
Oh, it's making some noise. It's making some noise. Oh, charge. Look at that. 22%.
Charging.
What's it charging at? All right, he's turning off the main breaker now.
Here he goes.
If you can find it.
Yeah. There you go.
Oopsie daisy.
Oops. Huh. All right, we got it. We're now running off grid. So there was a little setting in there that we didn't have set quite right, where you can turn the backup mode off, and then it doesn't work in backup mode. Surprise, surprise. So now he's turning the grid back on. It's got a nice 240 volt. Oh, there we go.
Keep running.
Okay.
Keep filming. There. That's the screen we're looking for right there.
Excellent. Yep, and it does switch right back over to grid. That's pretty quick. Usually the MID waits. So I think what happens here is that inverter waits the 5 minutes. The MID just reconnects right away. That's different than other battery systems I've seen.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fast.
Cool. And then we can get out of commissioning test.
Actually, I'll let you do it.
Okay.
But go ahead and...
Yeah.
Yep. Go
So
on
hit back
okay.
and then
start system.
Start. Okay.
Okay, excellent. Backup only.
Yep.
Notice the system status is stop.
Okay.
Press the menu.
Yep.
Settings. General. Okay. All this looks all right.
Yep.
I'm just double checking with you.
Yep.
All this looks okay. Now go to PCS settings. Operation.
Okay, and then start. Got it.
Back, home screen. Now,
Okay, now it's waiting.
Now it's waiting. It's 5 minutes.
Yep, and then it will start charging.
And you can see the grid is powering the house.
Yep.
But after our 5-minute waiting period, which is, again, consistent with PV inverters, the grid will also charge the battery because we're in backup only.
Right. If we were in self-consumption, it wouldn't, or time of use.
That's
Yep.
exactly
Okay.
right.
Cool.
You got it, Ben. Whatever you want to do.
Oh, you broke it. Oh no.
It's stuck.
Oh, look at that. Good job, Greg. Nice work.
Look how beautiful that is.
Yeah. Almost matches the wall. All right, so we're at 98% state of charge here. It's been charging at 5.4 kW off the grid. Just feeling this. It's slightly warm. That's about it. No noise out of this thing either. It's been very quiet. I stuck my ear to it earlier and I couldn't hear anything. See if I can hear anything. A very slight hum. All right, I'm doing an off-grid test here. I've been told that if I turn off the internet in the middle of dinner, I'll be in trouble. So let's see what happens. You can see behind me. Let's see what happens. Main breaker is going off. Little blink. Not bad. I think the internet's still on. All right, guys, well, that about wraps it up for this installation. We're going to be putting this thing through its paces, you know, trying out all the features, trying to break it, trying to shut it down, you know, not obviously doing anything that's going to void the warranty. But you know, we really want to be able to provide this to our customers. But we've been burned by too many batteries, as I said in the beginning. So, you know, we're kind of cautious going into it and really hopeful for this product that LG has. So thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more, and catch you on the next one.